Brandon here, and time for more SexxxPerTease. Today's question is, do men actually enjoy femme tops? Now, I think the biggest issue in the gay community, not even just saying this because I am a femme, but I think after seeing like most studies show that most gay men, especially gay men over 45, end up alone, I'm like wondering like, okay, what could be the cause of this? And I really think the basis of this is that people have such unrealistic expectations of like their perfect man, and their perfect man does not exist. And I think one of the biggest issues is that too many gays are obsessed with masculinity, and it's like you're seeking a masculinity that's like more common in a straight man and a gay man, and like you're never really gonna find that because gay men overall are more feminine. Now, of course, there are masculine gay men, but also I've encountered a lot of gay men pretending to be more masculine than they are because they know that if they're their genuine, honest selves, like people are going to be turned off by their femininity, and I hate that. Like, I would rather be with a guy that embraces his femininity than a guy that's literally lying to me, pretending to be something he's not. And I feel like there's only so much you can keep up with that charade to like try to be something you're not, to try to get guys to want you. So I like butch queens, femme top. Not like super femme, you can't be more femme than me, but like I'm super femme, but like, again, we all have our own like preferences with like, but also the biggest issue with the whole like masculine obsession thing is that people make all these exceptions for like themselves to be considered masculine, but like you literally would not be considered masculine by anyone else's standards. Like, there's so many gay men out here that like claim to be masculine, but like you can tell by their voice, I can tell you're gay. Like, I can hear it. Like, that to me automatically disqualifies you from being masculine. So many gay men out here claiming to be masculine, but then you're obsessed with like a female pop star. Like, you cannot be obsessed with like Beyonce, Nicki Minaj, Lady Gaga, etc. and claim to be masculine. Like, I don't care how deep your voice is, I don't care how you dress. Like, if you're obsessed and arguing with people on the internet about your female favorite pop star, you're not masculine to me. Like, that is not masculine. Like, that is not a masculine quality. Like, you are no different than all the other femme queens arguing about their favorite pop diva. Like, that is not a masculine quality. You're wearing colored contacts, that is not masculine to me. Like, that is such a turn off. Like, you're putting it in blue colored contacts. Again, I don't care how deep your voice is. I don't care if you're a total top. I don't care if you're hairy. Like, you're wearing blue colored contacts, that is not masculine to me. Like, that is an automatic disqualifier. So it's like, everyone has such different definitions of masculinity, and like, I've seen gays claim to be masculine, like you're obsessed with Beyonce, you're wearing fucking colored contacts, you have like painted nails, or like you have like long hair, like you whip back and forth. Like, these are not masculine things to me. So it's like we all have like different definitions of masculinity, which is why masculinity is so stupid of a thing to like obsess over in the gay community, because it's like, again, everyone has such a different definition. There is no like hard line of masculinity because people are willing to say like, well, I still consider him masculine even though I can tell by his voice he's gay. Or like, well, I can still consider him masculine even though he has no male friends. Like, he only has girlfriends. And I consider him masculine even though he only watches like female-centric shows. Like, it's just too much exceptions and bullshit. So that's why I got over my internalized like phobia, which is a big thing in the gay community. I learned that word from Noah's Ark, but like, it is a real thing. Like, we live in a misogynistic society. Like, look, they refuse to even elect a woman as president in America. Like, it's failed twice now. Like, America will literally choose the worst option possible over a qualified woman. Like, there is no secret, our society hates women. Like, it's a fact, and that trickles down to the gay community, where masculine men are put on a pedestal and gay feminine men are considered less desirable, which honestly is stupid to me, because it's like the majority of the community are femmes. So it's kind of like, how are you putting like this small minority up on a pedestal when like real reality is the femme gays run the gay world. Like, all these gay organizations, all these gay fighting for gay rights, etc., these are like the femme queens, bottoms, etc., like running the gay world. But still everybody's seeking their perfect masculine straight man, and that also to me is a feminine quality. Like, if you're looking for a masc man, you clearly are the feminine one. Like, I don't, like, even if people claim to be like, well, two masc people can be in a relationship together, one definitely has more feminine qualities than the other. Like, period. Like, and if they're say they don't, it's a lie. So again, it's like people are too obsessed with masculinity, and it's going to sabotage you in the end and make you part of that statistic of most gay men that end up alone, because you're seeking something unrealistic. And I think the biggest issue is because a lot of these gay TV shows, gay movies we watch, a lot of the characters are played by straight men, so the characters are going to be more like masculine or naturally masculine than like a real life gay man you would encounter, because most gay men are going to have feminine qualities, like, period. I'm not making that up. I've been all over the world, like I've been all over the country, like gays everywhere, most gay men have more feminine qualities. Like there's going to be at least one quality feminine about them. Like it's not a lie. And the ones that don't, I feel like, are been so like manipulated to be like, no, I can't be feminine at all, I have to be masculine, I'm gonna reject everything feminine. And it just feels like such an act and such like so stifling to be like, okay, you clearly are really repressed, like girl, just calm down, do whatever you want, like pick the pink, eat the pink Starburst, no one's gonna question your masculinity because you picked the pink Starburst. Like it's just dumb stuff like that. And it's kind of like, it just comes across trying too hard to represent masculinity as opposed to just being naturally masculine. And I feel like most of us, even our femme gay boys, like we grew up with our parents or family members trying to bully us into being more masculine, and it's just came to a point where it's like, you can't stop me from being me. Like this is who I am, this is what I like pink, I like animal print, I'm feminine. Like you can't repress it. But then some other people did allow themselves to be repressed by those forces around them, and they chose to subvert their feminine urges and embrace masculinity. So again, I've been that gay, feminine gay, that I was turned off by any femininity. If I was like, I can hear the gay in your voice, I don't want you. If I can see you of any feminine quality, I'm not interested. Like I used to be like that. And I feel like growing up, getting older, encountering more gay people all over the world, it's kind of like, okay, most gay men are gonna have feminine qualities, so it's stupid to reject guys for being femme, especially since I'm super femme. It's like, now the only qualification is just like be more masculine than me, which honestly is not that hard. It's like, even I have masculine qualities. Like I like weightlifting, I like working out, I mean I like football. Like I have some small masculine qualities, but I still consider myself feminine. Like I would never claim like, oh, I'm masculine because I like football. It's like the dumb stuff they see gay men do. It's like they take like one thing and they're like, well, I'm not this because I'm that. And I'm like, you still can be both. It's like they think they're masculine because there's another gay man that's more feminine than them. And it's like, no, you're still on the other side of the spectrum that's feminine. Just because someone else is more feminine than you does not make you less feminine. It's like when people are like, I'm less gay than that person. But I feel like it's a big issue in the gay community. People always want to feel like they're better than the next gay man. And that is why most gays are going to die alone, because too many are obsessed with this unrealistic standard of like looking for this perfect man that they're never going to find. And also obsession with masculinity is just going to leave you alone. Like you don't have to go date like a man wearing heels and makeup and a purse every day. But again, if you want to be more realistic about finding a partner, then you really need to look at yourself, look at your standards, and start to realize like your ideal of perfection or what you're looking for is not ever going to happen. So if you really want to genuinely find real love, you need to start, it's not even lowering your standards, like being more realistic. Like you're not going to find your perfect straight man. Like you're gay, you're a gay man, you're not going to find your perfect straight man. And even if you do find a DL, you find a date you, like you have to deal with all their repression and all of their internalized homophobia, misogyny, etc. And it's like, I'm in my mid-30s now. I'm too old to be dealing with a man coming fresh out the closet. Like, I do not want to date that. Like, I want an openly gay man who's out to all his friends and family, out of his job. Like, I'm not coaching anyone out of the closet. Like, I'm too old to be dealing with that. So, and sadly, there are people that still want to deal with that. But then again, we are all on different timelines of, I came out at 15, but other people came out maybe way later in life, so they still are in that mask only, no feminine quality phase that I was in like over a decade ago in like my early college years. So it's like we're all on different timelines, which is also what makes it hard to find love in the gay community, because we're all just ready for different things at different times. But I think there are gay men that do like femme tops. Sadly, there are many that are still repressed in that whole like masculine only, 100% masculine, which really doesn't exist. Like even straight men have feminine qualities. Like get over yourself. So again, I don't want most gay men to die alone, but I do hope most gay men start to realize like obsessing over masculinity is really just gonna leave you lonely. Thanks for joining me for this episode of SexxxPerTease.